All right, so this is day one of sobriety. Now, where did I come to this conclusion? Years and years and years of substance abuse, running from my issues. I always wanted to make a channel that was like not dedicated to sobriety, but I haven't seen a good one in a while. I guess to hold myself accountable, and I guess if I have a feeling I can make a video. But anyways, let's get into it. So, I feel fine today. I had a bit of a blow up with my family, which was pretty unnecessary. A lot of feelings came out and stuff. But those things aside, I think that young men right now, if you have like a family or you don't really like where you're at, it doesn't hurt to just like drop all of like the alcohol and stuff. I mean, for me right now, in the past like couple of years, it hasn't been like, marijuana or anything like that, even though in my youth it was. But in adult life has come to like these goy slop drinks, like buzz balls and things at the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like these quick little drinks I can get in here and there, pretty much. Like very like fast food versions of alcohol. I think it's really weird that, like, at least when I was younger, like, it was always, like, a six-pack or, you would have to go to the bar with friends, whereas, like, I don't know, I live in Pennsylvania, and it's a little weird how available alcohol is, but I'm not blaming that, See, the thing is, too, is I was talking to somebody about, like, they're like, well, you can't blame certain things. So I'm not really going to try and get into that kind of territory, but it's just interesting to think about with 2025. I don't know what other alcoholics. I don't know too many others. I have like one good friend who drinks sometimes, but like, I don't know, it's like contained. He like has beer, maybe like 2 shots or something. Yeah. So I don't know. I have done, like, the longest sober stint that I have done, was, like, 3 months. But, like, I went into it with this, like, insane anger. And it just seems like I was sabotaging my life so that I would be like, oh, well, you're making things very hard so you can have a drink. I don't know. I just, I'm 34 years old, right? I don't know. I feel like very young for like myself and like my body. And like, it's like all the reason to kind of hold on to those kinds of feelings of like, cause life is very fleeting, right? The only thing that's going to happen with, quitting things, and if you're watching this, you should think about this though, is that it really does give you a little bit more youth, but especially as myself though, it's like, I don't know, I don't really feel like very crashed out necessarily about this stuff, but maybe in this channel too is like, I've talked about some things that, I liked, like trading or cultural things or like Bitcoin on this channel. Like, we'll get into that kind of stuff, but a lot of that stuff, like, it doesn't matter if, like, if you're, like, crashed out on Twisted Tea, like I was last night, right? Like, which is such a goy slop drink. It's so bad. Such goy slop. It's not really, like, political. It's not financial. It's not anything. It's just, I don't know. I think the biggest thing, the reason why I keep coming back to the drinks is like, I don't know. Like, there was a lot of like really things I used to be really excited about, like photography and videography, and life just like has been feeling like very crushing. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess I have 2 hours free, time to have an IPA. You know, kind of feelings. And it's like, and it's like getting back to things that would excite me, but do not feel like this big letdown. Because there is a lot of letdowns, that kind of stuff, you know? Like having an art show and then, or even just like, it's kind of a letdown itself to like have people in your life be like, you need to stop drinking. But it's like, I don't know, it's almost like the hen pet kind of thing. Like the longhouse, like it's very long-housed to be told that you can't do something or that you shouldn't be doing something. And I have an issue with that, especially from like older males who enjoyed the fruits of higher marriage rates, lower payments for things and stuff, you know. So I tend to like conflate like all those feelings when I hear especially an older person tell me to do things. I don't know. But it kind of is motivating me to be like, dude, well, maybe you should try and be more of an attractive older person then. Who isn't, I don't know, who takes care of himself and et cetera, et cetera. It's just, I don't know. And I wanted to do this too. Like, I even talked to somebody personally in my life. I was like, no, literally, I'm going to have fun between Christmas and New Year's. And then 2026, I'm going to be sober. And it just happened to happen sooner, which is totally acceptable. But I even told myself, I was like, well, if you have a drink today, you're kind of being a cuck, you're kind of being a coward, you know. And I think a lot of people should like really analyze things, not from like a shame perspective, right? Like, not from a perspective of like, you have to do this because we said so. Like, no. Like, this is very much like, it's time, you know, if you're watching this, it's time to stop being a coward. You know, yes. Is there some truth to the sentiments of like how things have been, right? But maybe a new life is forming, and it's like time to stop being a coward. And it's also not time to be sad either, too. You know, like, there is definitely already a feeling of like loss, right? So I used to, or I mean, like, so even like going on like date nights now, you know what I mean? I'm just like, wow, I really have to like relive this, or I mean, I can't like let go a little bit, you know? So it's like, it'll be interesting to kind of think about like letting go and of these things. Whereas like, I don't know, but it's better to let go early, even if you're older and you're watching this. To say you're like 58 and you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I can stop drinking. You know, I'm 34 and I'm stopping drinking, right? I don't know. There's like a lot of cool stuff, you know, to kind of get on with life. Like, I know that, like, okay, so there was like some loss from like, you know, hobbies I used to like really enjoy that have kind of like slipped. And I don't think that going back into hobbies or something is like the thing. I think for me, it's like work and like working out and self-grooming, looks maxing, right? I think looks maxing is something you should think about. Like I said, even if you're like 58 and you're like, oh my God, my life flashed before my eyes, like, maybe you could do a little bit of looks maxing, right? I know so many older people who just like look horrible, like, you're fat, bro. I'm not fat, but you know, my BMI is pretty low, but could I be more jacked? Could my jawline be more jacked? And like, that's more the sentiment right now, right? It's like less of this, oh, as poor as me, I have to quit drinking, but more like, well, it's time to looks max then. Maybe bleach your hair, get a new tattoo or something, get a giant fucking back tattoo. Maybe I'll do that if I reach July and I'm still sober, you know. But I am gonna get this, and I think I am gonna get a sponsor today. And I hate AA too. Like, I really dislike AA Funny story about AA, but this is me probably blaming things so I can have an excuse to drink, but hear me out. So, I got a sponsor, and I was going to do the whole steps and shit, but turns out he was a homosexual. And, like, nothing against homosexuals, it just felt really weird to be hanging out with this homosexual old man all the time. And I didn't find out until, like, a month and a half into it. Literally. So I was just like, bro, I can't, like, what are you talking about? Like, this is not cool. You can't do that shit. That's like, because you're not supposed to, it's like, it's called the 13th step, right? It's like, bro, don't try and 13th step me. And maybe he wasn't. It's just like the whole thing about it, you know? But I don't know. If you're watching this and like, how do you say? If you, like, no one really watches my channel. My channel got a lot of views on my video about India, which was, like, not meant to be racist or anything. I think that totally fell over people's heads. Like, all I was saying is that, like, a lot of these, like, accounts that are online, they tend to be from India. But they're, like, posting, like, masculine man. And it's just, like, people are reading this information. Like, people are getting wrong ideas about, like, women and stuff. And, like, how to deal with relationships. But it's, like, from a fucking... in New Delhi. Somebody's tweeting about it. But they're posting as, like, white people in America. I don't know. Like, I just think it's a little weird. But, I don't know. Maybe the Stop Drinking subreddit is a thing, too, to check out as well. And I'm going to go to an AA meeting today. And maybe I'll make more videos about, you know, getting sober and, like, I don't know. I think it's pretty important to me because... I mean, here is, like, the reality on Wash. It's, like, I'm just the kind of person who, like, I don't know. I really identify with like, the things that I'm doing, right? So when I was doing a lot of art, it's like, no, bro. I'm, like, an artist, man. And I think that kind of carries over to, like, alcohol, where I'm like, no, bro. I'm just, like, having some beers. And it's, like... I guess the important part now is to be like, no, bro, I'm sober. You know what I mean? It's like identifying with those things and, like, accepting that reality is big for me. Whereas, like, other people, though, they never, they just, like, they don't identify with things. So if you're a person who strongly identifies with things and say maybe, like, smoke marijuana. I used to smoke marijuana. I think marijuana is, like, literally so gay, though. Like, if you smoke marijuana, you are so gay. Alcohol is not gay, but it is kind of gay. It's goy slop. Like, if you're buying twisted teas from a convenience store, you are a cattle. You are a goyim. You know, like, all these, like, liquor stores are owned by, like, people from the third world and shit. Like, you are cattle to them. You're going to work and not figure out your life, and you're having twisted tea, and you're buying it from someone in India. I don't know. So, like, a lot of the sober community, the reason why I also don't like them is, like, they're very much focused on this, like, okay, we stop drinking, live, laugh, love. And, like, I don't know, maybe the anger will dissipate as I go through this, but, you know, I'm thinking more like David Goggins. Like, that type of arc. You know, like, hardcore, we're running, you know, I got my running shoes, brand new running shoes on today. First time I'm wearing them out in public, and, like, they feel so good. They make me want to attack the world. But yeah. So if you're watching this, comment below if you are like, I'm struggling with substance abuse or something, and, like, maybe I'll put my I think my email's in some of the description of old videos, but it's like, maybe send me an email, hi@ngmi.com or n9mi.com or whatever. Hot coffee's really good. Pretty dehydrated, though. I will say that. I got good sleep. Thing is, too, is, like, the drinking I was doing yesterday was from, like, it was, like, pretty on an empty stomach from, like, 4 p.m. to, like, 8 p.m. So I got plenty of time to, like, recalibrate myself and, like, get some sleep and stuff. But yeah, no one can really get sober for you, though. That's the hard part. No one can really do the things for you. And I know everyone's like, get help. But, like, this is me helping myself right now by doing this and posting this video and putting it online. It's like, Bro, dude, no one's gonna save you, man. No one's gonna save me. I could crash out and be homeless and drink under a bridge or something. If I choose to, right? Like, no one's really gonna be able to like be like, no, don't have a drink, or like no one can really force me to do anything. But I want to do this. I want to do this. I just want to like, oh shit, I have some seltzer water back here. Nah, but like, I just think that like, I don't know. Life is very hard, but is it? Can we see the, oh, that's an alcoholic drinking action, but this is seltzer water, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I don't know. It's just time to like, 2025 was a very rough year for a lot of people. Like, I know for me, it's like a lot of isolation. I get to see my girlfriend, who I love, and I wonder if she watches this, who I love her very much. Probably gonna marry her. She just feels really good for me. But, like I said, she can't do this for me either. I think she really liked me sober too. But I do feel fire, you know, about this whole thing. So, like I said, I'll probably get here into work, send a bunch of emails, fucking attack stuff. I feel like I look good today. I don't know what my issue is, but like, I don't know. Like, I think I want to quit my job. I don't think my job makes me very happy. And I think that if I'm not a cattle goy slave who drinks buzz balls, you know, and does cattle things, like escaping the cattle pen, I guess you could say, is what this is about. Because, like, here's the thing. This is what's so weird, right? This is what I have a hard time comprehending. Like, baby boomers, right? All they had to do is show up and go to a job and not be a total derelict. And they have these they have like these $600 mortgages or something. And like, they're all married. And it's like, it's kind of insane. Whereas like, so they can't really like relate to, I don't think so. Like, I know like alcoholism and stuff or whatever is like a big thing, but like, especially for you young people out there, it's like, I don't know. It's okay. Like think about it. Like, the only thing that you gain from quitting alcohol is, 1, you're better than baby boomers. 2, you're not a goy cattle. 3, looks maxing is gonna be that much easier. So you're gonna look jacked. You're not gonna be a cattle goy slave who spends money on twisted tea. And then thirdly, you're by de facto better than baby boomers. Who, you know, like, I had these conversations with people, right? Like, they're like, should you pay for soda water at a restaurant? Now, I don't think you should, but baby boomers who have tried to extract everything from this planet, and now they're doing it through AI, right? But like, they did it with like alcohol and stuff. It's just like, all you guys do is legalize gambling and make booze more available and like legalize marijuana. And it's like, to what extent? Right? While you guys smoked marijuana in like the houses you paid fucking 3 berries for, you know, you sent your kids to fucking jail for marijuana. And then you legalize it so you can retire and smoke weed all day. Seriously. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But yeah. A lot of thoughts. But if you are someone who is sober, I'm very proud of you, cause it's gonna be really hard, man. It's gonna be fucking hard, dude. I already feel it. Oh God, I already feel it. But nothing bad happened other than a fight with the family, which again, too, it's like, whatever. Right? Like, here's the thing, dude. Some of these people in America, they are so petty that, like, if it wasn't the alcohol, it would be something else, you know. But like I said, it's like I'm looking forward to. I think I'm gonna get myself a nice face moisturizer from Ulta, so I can look smacks better. Maybe I'll bleach my hair too and be like really ultra punk because I still have all my hair and stuff. It's pretty sick. At 34 years old, you know, and I would like to give back. I guess this is my way of giving back. I'm making a community about being sober, and God, I just like I think about all these like weird lonely crash outs that I had, and like, man, if I just had some cool ass dude to talk to who was like, bro, put it down, it's all right, bro, who didn't shame me. So maybe I can do that for you as I'm going through this journey. Maybe I'll start a Discord for the community, you know, but a cool ass one, not this like come to Jesus type stuff. Like, no, like, are you making cash, bro? Are you looks maxing? Are you sober? That type of vibe. Like I said, I want to rewrite the whole vibe, dude. Like, and it's like, dude, we gotta end the pity party, man. Gotta end the pity party. Like, a lot of booze is like, poor me. Like, when you get into that mindset of like, why is my life so hard? My back hurts. Boo-hoo, I need a booze. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. Maybe don't. Like, maybe you're just kind of being lame, you know? So I'm here. And I'm gonna maybe I'll make more videos later. I think this is where the vlogging is going. I always wanted to do some kind of vlogging. And I was like doing these like very, like, too much like camera videos and stuff. And maybe I'll get back into that, actually. Like, I'll talk more and I'll mic up and I'll do more of that, you know? But like I said, it's like, I think that people who get sober are actually so beautiful. I'm gassing myself up. I have to, right? That's the whole thing. The whole thing is like change your psychology. But I'm so proud of them. And I want to be a cool as fuck sober person. You know, not like dogmatic, not like, oh my gosh, like you need to do all this stuff. It's like, dude, no. Because we're getting tan. Like, here's the thing, 2026, we're getting jacked. We're getting so much cash. We're getting perfect credit scores. And we're not even going to work. Like, actually, no, maybe you should go to work. Maybe I should go to work. But, like, we're just doing things, right? We're just such doing things people, you know? Like, we just do things. We're beautiful. We look good. We dress really well. And we're sober, and then we die. Hopefully a lot of good sex and stuff, too. I'm going to have sex with my girlfriend soon. I miss her. I like her. I like her a lot. If you have a relationship, maybe you're watching this, maybe rethink about how cool the person is. You know? Don't think about the people you don't like. Think about the people you do like. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a better person to her, too. She's been through the ringer. I've definitely blown up on her while drinking before. So, she's really beautiful, too. Like, she really is cool. She's really cool. Maybe I'll break up with her. Maybe I'll cheat on her while I'm sober. I don't know. I'm just joking. But, like, it's time to, like, especially if you're seeing this, 2026 is about sobriety. And the more that I think about it, like, I'm kind of dropping, like, all these other, like, big goals that I had. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make all this money and stuff. But it's like, dude, I think the biggest thing for me is definitely sobriety and looks maxing. I don't even care. Like, because the thing is, too, is, like, think about making more money, right? Pretty sure there's all these studies that say, like, if you look good and you're attractive and you're fit, you just make more money. So, I have yet to meet a person who is beautiful and, like, a complete alcoholic like myself. Like I know I'm selling myself short on just like so many things like that. I'm gonna get a giant ass back tattoo. Yeah. So anyways, if you're still watching this, which is amazing, I don't know how you're doing it. If you're still watching this though, just like, you know, try and be positive, try and stay sober, and I'm gonna start a cool ass community and probably quit my job. So talk to you guys soon.